So I know I said I was going to have trouble finding dates, but it turns out when you lower your standards to no standards at all, you realize that basically every male around you is a potential date. And somehow all these males have picked up on my new low standards because I have yet another date to tell you about. And actually I have to apologize because I have been on 3 dates with this guy and I haven't even told you about him. His name is Odie and he is Captain Planet. Actually, he runs an environmental protection campaign group, and I was like inducted into this project to create an educational animated video, which was really cool and it was like a great work experience. And Odie he's charming, he's smart, he's interesting, he's high-powered, he's motivated. So it's no surprise that he asked me out on a date like within the first 2 hours. Like, this kid doesn't waste time. But this project was like super intense. I worked 10-hour days for the past 2 weekends plus work during the week and still had time to go on that date with Chris and make a video about it. But after 18 hours of working with him, he was starting to drive me crazy. He kept teasing me and calling it friendly banter when I was trying to work. But I agreed to go on the date, so on Tuesday we went out for dinner and it was actually a really good time. He gave me a hug at the end of the night, which was just friendly and not creepy, and it was good. So he texted me about a second date and of course I said yes. But over the next week, the constant emails and texts and status reports about this video were just seriously making me want to crawl into a hole and never see him again. But I went out with him again on Friday, and this date was strangely also very good, just like the first one. I mean, not enough to negate all the obnoxious irritation that comes from working with him, but if we're talking about him just as a date, he gets an A+, you know? I don't know, I feel like I don't really have anything to say about this date. Like, yeah, it was a good time, but also he's an annoying person, so even when the date goes well, if there's no connection, it's kind of like, well, I guess what was the point? So by the end of the 3rd date, I was completely sure that I wasn't into him, but I didn't want to hurt his feelings, and I definitely didn't want to start the discussion. So I spent 2 anxious, uncomfortable days trying to figure out what to do or how to get around it, and then he did it all for me and asked if we were a thing, and I said no, which was great because I am free. I don't have to go on another date until April. Oh yeah.